Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're back building more strange houses with more strange blocks. So today we've only actually got 4 blocks, and that is because we're using quartz. Now, if you see this, we've got smooth quartz, which we can't use because it starts with an S. So we're only starting with blocks that begin with the letter Q. So we can't do block of quartz here. But luckily we do have quartz slab, which means that we can practically make blocks of quartz. So we've got a bit of variation, but not much. So we have to see how this goes. So first we better start with some planning. But of course, if you do want to just skip to the time lapse, you're more than welcome. There's a timestamp for that down in the description down below. But let's get planning. So my idea is to have it basically like all the other builds we've built before. What I've been doing is I've been using some pillar, and then the other stuff goes in for 3 blocks, and then so on. It keeps going like this all the way along, and gets very boring. I have to say it is incredibly repetitive, but it works, so I'm not going to stop doing it for, I don't know, well, some blocks are more interesting doing certain things. We're going to do a square building for this. So there we go, we have all the pillars in place, but also on the interior we're going to have the pillars showing like that. Now with the walls, how we're going to variate them is we're going to put in some of this and that. We're going to just mix some stuff up. And it's probably going to look quite cool in the end. It's just going to be a load of cracked bricks, because they haven't done a cracked quartz brick yet, which they really should be doing. But there we go, I think we've got our plan. So now I think there's nothing we can do except stop the time lapse. Let's go. Okay everyone, this build is complete. Now I know it just looks like a load of white blocks, but when you look closer you can actually see a bit of detail. So let's have a look. So what we've got here is we've got, well, windows without panes of course, because we can't really do panes with only quartz. We've not got any windows on this side because there's a hill there. But if we go up a floor, we're now on the roof, so you can just stand out here. We can't really do any furniture, you can only really do that, so I didn't bother, because it doesn't look very nice. Yeah, well that is the best I could do for Q, because honestly there's 4 blocks. What more can you do than a sort of slightly classical style build with literally just those blocks? It just looks a bit horrible. It's mostly just the textures which change. The colour is just the same. So this build is probably the worst I've built, and that is actually quite hard to say because there have been some even worse ones in the past. One made out of trapdoors, but I really do not like this one for the reason that it's just white and nothing else. It's a bit boring really. I actually prefer the interior than the outside because there's actually a bit of variation in how much light there is, which makes some of the different bits look like different colours, which is saying something. So Yeah, this build is not the best, but it's as good as I could do. So, do tell me what you think of this build in the comments down below. Do you think it was really good, or do you have the same opinion as me and think it's probably the worst build I've ever made? Please tell me, as I'd really like to know. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it would really help me out. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.